Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. So gold is really at an absolute critical decision and pivot point here at the moment. Yeah, I just hope this is really clear because we are in a possible 1-2-1-2 setup, which would be bullish. Yeah, and I think gold as well as other precious metals will have a really good year in 2023. However, we are now really at a key pivot point here. For this 1-2-1-2 setup. So we have here the 1-2 and a possible additional 1-2 setup. But it has really touched the absolute lowest point possible in this, let me just go to the 4-hour chart, in this support area, which is here. So if I draw the fibs, yeah, the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. If we lose this level at 1826, it increases massively the risk that we are going to go down and make one more low for gold below the October lows, yeah, or let's call it November, October, September. This is very relevant, yeah, because this is a possible bullish interpretation here, 1-2-1-2, and it doesn't mean it has to play out like that, of course not. You know, what we can identify, however, are possible turning points. Now, this is now one of these turning points. Now, if it fails exactly here, then it will most likely come down, and then we have to see it as a B wave top. So I did already talk about that in the last videos, because in the end we have only 3 waves up. So if it doesn't follow through here, then it will most likely come down quite a bit lower, and in the, let's call it worst case, it will even make a new low below the November, October lows. At the moment, we can see this as a 1-2-1-2 setup, but in the very short term, we haven't broken above this 1855 level. I highlighted that only in yesterday's video. And it's the same story for silver. Before we really can talk about the trend to the downside is over, we need to break and sustain above that level, and gold hasn't done that yet. So I just want to issue that warning here in this video that if it doesn't do that over the next few days, we're most likely going to see a break of the 1826 level, and then it could even fall below the 1615 level. Okay, what would that mean for the higher time frame? So if I zoom out to the 8-hour, just to show you the count that would be valid then. So in the alternative count, we would then be talking about the move down here that occurred early 2021 as a wave W. We then moved up in an X wave that's sort of actually unchanged. And then we would say that we're coming down in all of this as a Y wave, because it would be a 3-wave move down again. A wave, this is now a B wave, yeah, which therefore B wave top, A wave down, B wave up, and we would come down impulsively, most likely in a C wave. And this C wave would complete, obviously W, X, Y, would complete the Y wave. I mean, it would allow me to get rid of this ugly W, X, Y, X, Z, which I have on the chart anyway, which is a little bit like a unicorn. You don't see it very often anyway. I'm sure you can, you can label this in different ways. This is still sort of legacy, because you will remember that early in 2022 we talked about those $1,600 prices, and that the structure allowed us to forecast that. But now the point is maybe it's time for a change, depending on what happens in this key area. Yeah, these are always the important decision points, pivot points, yeah. And really only the market can decide how we carry on from here. But what the analysis will tell you is at which point will the trend most likely break. So at the moment we can still say that we are here in an uptrend since October, November, and we're making higher highs, higher lows at the moment, but with a high likelihood below 1826, the bears will get into control. We will then most likely also drop below 1780, and at the latest then, when we do that, we have a good chance to make lower lows below those November lows. So I will keep observing that for you. This is valid for silver as well. They are in a very similar situation. Okay, that's my update about gold. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.
you.